Welcome to the secret level. Today I will be showing you Aquarius. It has 6 external TCs, the best secret bunkers, hidden lockers and just the tightest wall gaps. Even more, it has some crazy roof bedrooms, a 2-level open core, 5 walls to TC and an easy staircase bunker. Let's take a tour. Let us start off with the 6 disconnectable TCs. During the build I will show you 3 ways to build them, including a variation without a compound. We go in through one of the 3 gatehouses with blocked windows. They are each protected by a turret and some sneaky shotgun traps. Connected to the other 3 TCs, we can see simple bedrooms that you can customize to your liking. But let's move on inside to the more interesting stuff. We have 6 symmetrical entrances, each guarded by a well-placed turret that sees everything. Let me show you now the crown jewel of this base, the hidden bunkers. Each entrance has one of these floor bunkers hiding a sleeping bag and 6 boxes for all of your important loot. Even if raiders find them, it's still 48 rockets to your stashes. And speaking of stashes, we also have these hidden lockers where you can safely keep your kits, and don't worry, raiders cannot get to them without breaking the roofs. Lastly, we have plenty of blocked window peaks and tight wall gaps, giving you a good position in any raid. Now, moving on to the roof, we easily get up there through one of the hatches, this being the only entry point to the base. We have some handy drop boxes around the entrances with plenty of windows. On the roof, you can find the same peaks that look inside your compound, including of course more hidden lockers. You can also see this is where the wall gaps really shine, giving you plenty of angles inside your base and out. Last but not least, let me show you these neat bedrooms. You have everything you need, including good angles into your base and a little surprise for any curious raider. Moving on, we enter the base, where we can find 3 window protected spots for either batteries or lockers. Now, let's check out the wonderful 2-level open core equipped with 12 rooms for you to use as you please. You can place up to 6 turrets on the top level, making it a nightmare for anyone attempting to raid your base from above. Moving down, we have 2 additional levels leading to the TC, where you can secure some of your valuable loot. The TC is protected by a series of doors and a staircase bunker, adding 30 plus rockets to the raid cost. With at least 5 walls protecting the TC and loot spread across the base, this is Aquarius. Let's build it. Before we start, here you can see the total cost and upkeep. We will start with the hexagon starter base, making sure we leave room for a future bunker. I will show you later on how to build the actual bunker, but make sure to build it before going offline. If you've already placed a door, take your time to carefully position the TC directly inside the triangle frame, otherwise it will be a lot difficult to continue the build. I like to add 3 barrels here, but you can use any deployables you need. Personally, I wait until the 2nd level to place a workbench, as we will get to the 2nd level quite fast. Once the doors are down, we can put a furnace here as a jump up and move on to the 2nd floor. To finish the starter, we add 1 layer of triangle honeycomb to each side, on both levels. The next step is setting up the honeycomb footprint. This layout will help us correctly position the external TCs, though you can leave it in twig for now. Now, to start building the first TC, we pick any of the 6 sides and extend outward with a triangle, a square, another triangle, then followed by 8 squares. Then we loop back with 4 half moons, 1 triangle, 2 more squares and 4 more triangles. Here we build a raised hexagon, then 2 lowered floor triangles, then 3 more raised floors. And if that sounds confusing, don't worry, just keep in mind this shape of a fish. In total we will need 6 of these. You can probably tell that this is one of the bunkers, so it's important that this half wall here stays in twig. Remember not to place a wall frame here, as it will block the slot for a roof piece, which you can add later or now. And this is how it looks from above. Now for the actual TC. In total, I will show you 3 possible connections here, starting with the gatehouse. Build the gatehouse or just part of it in order to save materials. Extend outward with 4 squares. And for the actual TC, I'll show you first the bunkered TC setup. Place 2 triangle foundations here, and then fit a square foundation such that the wall reaches 78 or 79 stability. It is best to follow my steps exactly here, but honestly I find that it is not worth the hassle, especially if you are in a rush. Still, I will demonstrate it here for those who want to try. Before upgrading, please double check that the TC is disconnectable and that the bunker still opens. If, as it happened to me, it's not connecting, don't forget that it's likely because it needs more stability, usually from missing frames inside. Add the frames and check again. Once everything is ready, you can place the TC on one side and 2 barrels on the other. While I have you, I wanted to say that I'm just getting started, and I'm excited to design even better bases. If you enjoyed this so far, a sub would mean a lot and help the channel grow. I appreciate it, and let's get back to building. Upgrade the external, ideally to metal, and work your way back to the main structure. Upgrade everything to stone or metal as you go. To disconnect it, follow this method, but again make sure to test it before upgrading. As for the gatehouse, upgrade it as much as your resources allow. You can always come back to finish it later. Make sure to connect the gatehouse to the bunker so it doesn't decay overnight. We also upgrade the bunker itself so we can use it from day one. Inside the bunker, make sure these 2 walls actually are facing the soft side inward and not outward. This box placement here gives you the maximum amount of storage, but it's a pain in the ass to manage. Of course, you can do less boxes if you don't have the patience. Don't forget to add a sleeping bag before you seal the bunker, otherwise you just created a useless block. At this stage, I recommend putting down at least wooden doors here to prevent your neighbors from figuring out your bunkers. I like to have at least 2 externals finished before expanding the base further to prevent griefing. For the second external, I will show a simpler variation without a compound. Build the same bunker as before, making sure you have 2 half walls facing the TC. Extend outward with 4 squares followed by 3 or 4 triangles. Create a simple TC, upgrade to your best materials and ensure it's disconnectable. The third TC setup includes a bedroom connection instead of a gatehouse. From the bedroom, extend out with, again, 4 squares and repeat the same simple TC design. Upgrade everything, including the bedroom walls. By dividing your loot between the main base and the 3 bunkers, you can rest easy. Even if you are raided, you lose very little and you can continue playing the next day. Now I want to address a common request that I usually had with other builds, placing a windmill early on. Here's how you can set it up without waiting for days. Don't worry, it integrates seamlessly with the rest of your base. Next, we will add honeycomb and expand the base using 3 or 6 way symmetry. Check the top right corner to see what kind of symmetry we are using. Don't worry, it's straightforward from here. Add one more layer to each side, prepping the base for the open core. Upgraded the outer walls to metal, skipping the floor between the 3rd and the 4th level. Be sure to leave space for the hatch directly above the half floor below. At this stage you'll need a ladder hatch, but if you don't have one, use a temporary twig jump up. We divide the core into 3 triangle rooms. You can use them however you like, but I will show you examples of a battery room and a bedroom, but feel free to customize. Obviously, on these last 2 levels, feel free to upgrade to HQM and add doors as you like. Before placing these window walls, make sure you upgrade the 2 foundations and the 2 walls, because later on you will not be able to do it. To close and open the bunker, place a twig triangle and, from the other side, a spiral staircase. Upgrade the staircase to metal or HQM. Again, be sure to have a sleeping bag inside, because otherwise you have just drift your base. To open the bunker, spawn inside, grab a weapon and destroy the twig triangle. The whole point of this very open core is to have turrets watch over the entire building. They will be quite a defensive line in case of both top-down and pummel raids. And with that, we have the finished open core. Here on the roof we add a little more protection before moving on to the compound. As you can see, I have added the same bunkers and TCs on the remaining 3 sides. We will do one of these turret pods on each side. I like to close the windows in the gatehouses like this to further limit movement. Obviously you can do all of this in stone. We finished the compound with 3 simple gatehouses and 3 bedrooms. This is all very standard stuff and can be customized for the needs of each player. Again, simple bedrooms with turret pods. We add 3 barricades on each side, making sure to place them as close to the outside edge as possible. Optionally, you can also add these hanging fences here to further protect your turrets. We finally enclose the compound with wooden walls. Here we place turrets and shotgun traps. Now for the last layer of honeycomb. This can be a bit annoying to place if not done correctly, so I will show you without symmetry. As you can see, everything closes up perfectly, making this base very strong to pummel raids. With the honeycomb finished, we expand this roof area a bit to add more doors to TC. You can also use these neat drop boxes here. Feel free to fill these spots with either batteries or lockers. This is how you can place a locker inside one of these if the window wall is already placed. Now for the fun part, the mini China wall. These locker stashes are really handy. Raiders might see them, but if locked, they're not lootable unless they're willing to break a metal roof for it. However, if you use embrasures and you place them correctly, they are perfectly invisible. I really find it so satisfying how everything fits together perfectly. Here we build these simple turret pods that share a chain link fence with the bottom turrets. We do these doors here for vending machines, but you can add simple doors instead of vending machines until you need them. Now we will do 3-way symmetry as we are building 3 bedrooms on one side and 3 mountain peaks on the other. On these last sides, we do what I think is the best roof bedroom design. However, feel free to leave them for last, as securing your roof is more important. As with every other window, I like to have them blocked. We can fit inside here a locker, a barrel and a bed with as much as 3 garage doors. And this is the best part. More than a good place to peek on your roof, you can fit 2 boxes here and 1 or 2 shotgun traps. Most raiders will either ignore this area or check it out and eat some buckshot. We're gonna do some more turrets and deployables here. On the roof I'm doing 2 turrets on each side, but in reality you should do as many as you can. I really love this turret spot as it sees inside a huge area on the inner ring and it's hard to destroy. And don't worry, I have double checked and it works with the Python as well, but upgrade to bolties whenever you can. Here it's actually better to remove this door to allow the turret to see down to the bunker. Obviously, feel free to add 3 to 6 roof turrets here. You can add them on either the bottom or the top levels. Here you can do 6 windmills and 3 SEM sites or 3 and 3. This roof is huge here, so honestly you will be able to park an Airbus here if you want. Lastly, I wanted to show you the base without a compound, which is quite a bit cheaper. This base was live tested by me on more than 1 wipe and has never failed me. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is my first base video and the result of many hours. If you enjoyed it or you didn't, please give me some constructive feedback in the comments. I am not sure if the video feels too long or too rushed, so please let me know. I am currently working on a small 2x1 with even more secrets. Please subscribe and join the Discord channel. Happy building!